Well, this is New Liskeard, Ontario, about 5 hours north of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And the weather has been getting worse and worse as we kept driving here. I had an escort because I'm oversized, and the guy took me from Cambridge all the way here, and now he let me here. And he went to the hotel. See, first it was raining really bad, and the temperature was +5 or about 45 F, and now it's like 30 F or -2, and it started snowing. And the load is still here, everything is cool, except I feel sorry about this poor piece of metal because it started its trip at the summer temperature in far Texas, which is very far from New Liskeard, Ontario. And now here we have snow everywhere, you know. And I was driving and I remembered that everything is going to be wet, you know, all this slush. And I lost my gloves, you know, those isolated gloves. They last a very long time, but actually I usually put them in here, and so one of them fell off. And so luckily here they have that store, the same store where I bought my previous ones were like red, I think, red. And these are like 16 bucks Canadian, so about 13 US, but these are insulated and they're waterproof. So that's what you need to work in these conditions, because these are no good. This is just for the winter, this is junk, even though it's expensive leather. And then I got this, right? This is my favorite anti-gel. I never saw it in US, so this is 1 liter or like 2 pints. This is good for 1,000 liters of fuel, or about 300 gallons. So basically I take half of this and put it in my tank, and the other half in the other tank. And this just, not just anti-gel, but it cleans your fuel system. So it's Clean Flow. Pretty sure it's an American company, but I never saw these things. Yeah, it's basically, it says diesel fuel conditioner, and you can use it in the farm equipment, trucks, and boats. It works very well. Actually, the cheapest price I find for this is at my Mac dealer, who sells it $2 Canadian cheaper, like $5.99 Canadian, whereas here it's $7.99. But tomorrow I'm gonna go on the other side of this plaza. There's a Husky truck stop, because there's no fuel stops where I can use my fuel card, so I have to use my cash. And so there's Walmart over here, right? Same as in the US. There's Canadian Tire. That's kind of like our big chain that sells auto parts, but pretty much it's like Walmart, except they have a more focus on car parts. And that's Mark Warehouse. That's where I bought. They sell work clothes, very durable, high quality. See, this is definitely not Texas. Because if I was confused about where I was, all I have to do is just look under my feet. I still have my Texas boots on, but tomorrow for sure I'm gonna be switching to heavy duty boots. I already have found my hat, which was under all clothes because I was in Texas, right? And I have all kinds of pants, you know, like work pants with extra insulation. So actually, yeah, one piece I'm missing was the gloves. So I got the gloves. And tomorrow we're gonna be driving to Cochrane, Ontario, and that wouldn't be too bad because that's only 2 hours from here, still north. It's gonna be much colder over there. But the place where we're going, it's a mine 3 hours further north of Cochrane, and it's not on the main highway. You have to go on a jump up and down highway. I think it's actually a dirt highway. I went there once with the Landstar and I swore that I will never go there again, but this was the only load that was available, right? And so this guy the escort, will meet here in the morning and get fuel, and we'll keep trucking. So from Cambridge, where I was parked, to that mine, It's only like 600 miles, but takes a long time because of bad roads and bad weather conditions. So hopefully I'll deliver this thing tomorrow, and then I can get back home, because I stay in touch with all these truck dealers, right? Like Peterbilt is the worst. It's been what, 2-3 weeks? The guy says, yeah, okay, I'll prepare the quote. I still don't have even the first draft of the quote / spec sheet from this guy. Whereas Western Star, we already kind of like finalized the quote, right? When? Saturday, right? And now Kenworth guy, he sent me a preliminary quote. I sent him my comments, so now he's working on the final one on this T800, and he emailed me this morning and he said, you know, we can sit down. I said, can we sit down? And he said, yeah. I said, well, I'll be back probably Friday. I can see you Friday. And he says, works for me. So that's the big plan. I gotta sit down with this guy and see if the T800 will be lighter and cheaper than the Western Star. So those are the plans, and this is my update from New Liskeard, Ontario, somewhere near North Pole. SERGEI out. Stay warm.